So last time I told you that this tank breaks almost every rule in the marine hobby. Today I'm going to show you exactly how. Quick catch up if you're new. We brought this tank dirt cheap, fully stocked off someone with 40 years of marine fish keeping experience. Everything about it looks like it should be thriving, and it is, but here's the part that surprised me. This tank has been run on straight tap water. Not RO, not RODI, and pretty much every guide out there tells you not to do that. And yet, look at it. It's alive, we have inhabitants, all's going well. But it's not just the water as well. Let's talk about how this tank is actually filtered, because this is the part that really surprised me. Most reef tanks you'll see online run what's called a sump, which is basically a second tank, usually hidden in the cabinet underneath, and it acts as a sort of engine room for the whole system. The water flows down from the display tank, gets processed, and then it gets pumped back up as clean water. Inside that sump is where you'd normally find a protein skimmer, which pulls the dissolved organic waste out of the water before it ever has a chance to break down and cause any problems. So that's kind of sump in a nutshell. Ammonia, nitrates, phosphates, all the things that cause algae blooms, stress fish out and slowly poison the coral. A skimmer is one of the main things keeping those in check. And on top of that, a sump also gives you extra water volume, which matters in a reef tank, because the more water means more stability. Temperature swings, chemical swings, and a larger total volume of water buffers all of that. So that's what most reef tanks are running. However, if we look under here, nothing. No sump, no skimmer, no extra water volume. It's just this, one canister filter. So any of you who've had a tropical tank and have kind of gone into larger kind of aquariums will probably be familiar with what a canister filter is. But if you're not sure about it, a canister filter basically pulls water in, it runs it through mechanical media to catch debris, biological media for your beneficial bacteria, and then chemical media like carbon to polish the water, and then that pumps it back into the tank. Now, this canister filter, it's a solid piece of kit for a freshwater tropical setup. Now for a reef tank, it's doing a job that most people would use 3 or 4 separate pieces of equipment for. And before you ask, no, we're not opening it while it's running. This thing is the only thing standing between this tank and complete chaos. So we're not touching it. At least not at this point. And it's been doing this for years before we even got here. So just to clarify, we've inherited this as a complete setup with it all running. So we're kind of hesitant to actually disrupt that. But I know that it's not actually the right equipment for this particular type of tank. Now, one more thing I don't actually know yet, whether this light is built for a reef tank or just looking at fish. If I look, it's an aquatropic twin LED 90cm. So we're going to find out what that actually means. The aquatropic twin LED is made by Maidenhead Aquatics. Blue and white LEDs, inline switch for daytime and nighttime viewing. Designed to encourage plant growth and enhance fish colours, and it is specifically sold as an upgrade light for their freshwater aquarium range. Freshwater, not reef, not marine, freshwater. Now, before anyone panics, and I say that mostly to me, the corals we have are all soft corals, so leather toadstool, xenia, green star polyps, Kenya tree. Soft corals are the most forgiving in the hobby when it comes to lighting. They can tolerate a wider range of conditions than the more demanding hard corals would. So, are they surviving under the light that we have? Apparently, yeah. They've been in here for years. Are they getting everything that they'd ideally want or need from a proper reef light? Almost certainly not, but that's a conversation for another episode. If you know more about this than I do, which at this point is not hard, drop it in the comments, because I'm genuinely asking. This is new and I want to be getting it right. So to summarise, running on tap water, no sump, no skimmer, and a freshwater light running a reef tank. Whoever ran this for years, with 40 years of marine fish keeping experience behind him, either knew something that the rest of the hobby doesn't, or was extremely lucky and we're about to find that out the hard way. Next time, we're going to actually meet all of the creatures that are living in here, and I will introduce you. If you want to find out how that goes, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. We post every week. See you then.